I'm here at Nagoth Middle School, where the Forest Hill School Board just voted to eliminate Diversity Day. Well, they failed to approve a motion to reinstate Diversity Day. And then the board further voted to approve a motion to ban anti-racism curriculum. Obviously, this is something that's emotional. After the meeting, I was in the parking lot, and I know that there are players who are working behind the scenes to try and introduce surreptitiously these right-wing concepts into the Forest Hill School District via the new board. I approached a few of one of the board members, the primary author of this resolution, to take a photo for my own personal use, because I think it's important for my children to know who the people are in the district who are colluding, let's say, with one of our board members, because I don't think it's safe for my children to be around those people. So I took a photo. I am in a public parking lot. The sheriff deputy was watching, and nothing was said. After this happened, the group, Leslie Rasmussen, another board member, walked up to try and get me to disengage, honestly. And then this group told the sheriff's deputy an inaccuracy about what had just occurred, saying that Leslie was upset that I had my phone. So I just want to make sure it's clear for the record that that is not what happened. And yes, I did approach you. I never said that I didn't. But you lied and said that Leslie was upset that I took a photo. And you know that's not what happened. So then we had a couple who looked familiar, but I haven't seen the board meeting before. But honestly, I watch them online a lot. And he started filming me, and this was after he repeatedly told me that I was mentally ill, and then he started filming me, so I walked up to his camera to say, "Hi, I'm Natalie, and you're trying to make it look like I'm crazy." So anyway, I just wanted to go ahead, and I was thinking of doing a Facebook Live anyway, because I never do them. But I thought it was important to react in the moment, to set the record straight, and to just let everyone know that it's not being mentally ill to be upset that your school board voted, that 3/4 of whom of this majority was voted in with less than 17% of the vote or less in the field, that they are making actions that will hurt all the teachers, all the staff, and in turn the community. And I think people have a right to know who these players are. And they accuse me of a lot of things that I have posted that I was not involved in. I regret that we didn't get to keep having that part of the conversation because it ended up getting escalated. I would love for us to just be able to engage. But tonight we're allowed to cry. We're allowed to be upset. To be upset on behalf of our children who spoke in that board meeting and who shared their heart about what this resolution, which I'll post for those of you who haven't seen it, what this resolution will do to them. This is a board that came in 6 months ago. They had a board retreat, and they keep talking about drinking from a fire hose. Well, you didn't do school board school. I watched the retreat. I've watched your working board members or board meetings, And I seem to be pretty up to speed on a lot of this, so I'm not sure why it's still drinking from a fire hose. But that's beyond the point. That's beyond even the point. Got distracted. The news is here. I'm allowed to be upset about this. We're all allowed to be upset about this. It's illegal. It's going to harm everyone in our community. It is vague, and they make a reference to euphemistic, not synonyms, but whatever it was. Sarah Jonas, the author, could not define the word euphemism. Euphemistic vagaries was what it was. She could kind of define what the two words together meant in that context, but was directly asked, and she couldn't define what a euphemism was. And it's fine if you don't know what a euphemism was, but then don't use it in a resolution that you add to the agenda last minute in an attempt to keep us all in the dark. Tonight at the board meeting, I used my time to talk about how we have to bring light into this darkness. And it's coincidental that I'm here in the spotlight of this dark parking lot. But I quoted from Luke 12, verses 2 and 3, where it talks about nothing that's covered will stay covered. This lack of transparency is unacceptable, and it's unfair. And it's going to harm all of our community, not just the people of color, not just people who are LGBTQIA+, not just the kids who are special needs, not just the kids who are from lower socioeconomics, not just the kids who are different religion. It's going to affect every kid, whether they even attend Forest Hills or not. The teachers are getting censored. The students are getting censored. And it's up to us to say that we don't find that acceptable. And so please don't be turned off by what is perceived as drama, and frankly it is pretty dramatic, because we can't turn away from this. We have to keep a light on this. So if you're in Forest Hill School District or Anderson Township, Newtown, I just ask you to please don't tune out. For the kids, for the teachers, please don't turn off from this. We owe it to them. We owe it to every child to say that it's okay to learn about differences, and more importantly, that we need to learn empathy, that we need to learn that it's not always that both sides are okay, which was something that was said tonight. Yes, it's possible to talk about more than one solution. You can't do math without it, by the way. And I have had so many people in my driveway when I've been handing out Protect Diversity signs who have shared their stories with me. And this started about a day, but it's so much more than a day. It's a movement. And I know that some of you are turned off, or you're going to make fun of the fact that I'm crying. This will probably end up getting shared somewhere. Yeah, I'm doing a Facebook Live. And I want to thank you for your time, and I want to thank you to everyone who has contributed so far to sharing stories, sharing your time by coming to a meeting, sending an email. By the way, it's board@foresthills.edu if you would like to send emails. And on behalf of my kids and the other kids that we've talked to, and forgive me that I can never look directly in the camera on a selfie video, thank you for listening. And this fight will continue, and the light will get brighter, and we won't stop until the darkness comes to light. And thank you.